Yo, how's it going? What's up, Lounge
Hey, now.
Legionnaires? Thanks
How we
for
doing?
joining us. Another episode of Legion's Lounge on a Monday night on time. How's it going, guys? My name is
Great.
Trevor. I'm 1/6 shooter on the socials. Next to me over here is Bill Drewnowski. At the Dorklair, at Dorklair or at the Dorklair? I should know this by now. I'm so terrible. The Dorklair.
The Dorklair on
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Right. Dorklair everywhere else. On YouTube, look for him as Dorklair. I'm sure you're already following him. Below us is Nate Strong at Corona4 on Instagram.
What's happening?
And here on YouTube. So look for him here. Yes. You cut the beard. Bill cut the beard.
Yeah.
Bill clean shaven. Everybody's really all about your facial hair, Bill. So how's it going, guys? How you been?
Great.
What's new? Anything new in your Legions world? Any new customs you put together, Bill, or slapping together some?
I'm trying
I saw
to
you
do
did
some
a
reviews.
scapular review.
I did the scaphoid review. I'm trying
Review.
to do some of the All Stars 4. Actually, I want to do all 4 of the the main All Stars 4, so that they're kind of like up there when they eventually do an in stock sale, so that people have something to check out.
Perfect. Nice.
How
about you, Nate? What's going on? What's new? Nice shirt.
Thank you. Yeah, I got the House of the Noble Pooh Bear.
Awesome.
Yeah, we just did the new Myth and Fantasy toy pick, launched last night / this morning, depending on where you are in the world.
Maybe we'll take a look at it.
It's kind of a new thing this year. They've Iqbal and a few other people have kind of set up this new instead of a new theme every week, it's almost going to be like a saga. So this month's theme is the warrior in exile. So everyone kind of started that last night. Who's involved in it, and then I think you're going to be able to show that progression of his story for the next 2-3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And so February is kind of a related, sort of almost a chapter 2 to that. But it's all supposed to, you can weave together. I don't know. They've laid out maybe 4 or 5 different months ahead of time. So
interesting.
And anyone's welcome to obviously jump in anytime along the way. So
I got to get in on that.
Kind of cool. You should. Yeah. So I had fun putting together my protagonist of the weekend and chat them.
So you keep that going? In your story is the same throughout all 4 shots.
Yeah, like my character, we're going to be sharing the same kind of story thread, but whatever characters you want and how you interpret it and how you want to tell the story, it's up to you. So
right.
So I did that.
Man wants to know how he can get involved with that.
Well, if you're in the Cabal or on Instagram, shoot a message. You can shoot one to me at Chrono4, and I can connect it to Iqbal. Or just look for Iqbal. I don't know his handle, but yeah, IQBAL.
Yeah, he's posting on the Cabal all the time.
Yeah.
Or just look up the hashtag, what is it? Myth
and Fantasy Toy Pick.
Right, Myth and Fantasy
Toy Picks. I always forget that, whether there's an S or not. But
look them both.
I think I'd know that by now, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah, really. That sounds fun, man. I got to do that. I am currently shooting some things for the 4 Horsemen.
Ooh.
Yeah, things you've seen. Well, some things you've seen. Just cool. Getting ready for some of the stuff to drop, and when that is, I don't know, but I really don't. But yeah, getting that stuff. So once I get through that, maybe I'll jump onto that. But
awesome. Yeah.
Tonight, really no agenda. We just kind of wanted to chill. We've had guests on the last few weeks, and big news. And now that things have sort of quieted down, Pox ascended yesterday. So I guess one of the things in news I gotta bring up, and I'm not calling anybody out on this or anything, but I did see at least a couple posts in the Cabal. I'm not going to do the toy drama thing. I'll leave that to my wife is going to kill me, guys. But
right.
People saying, "Hey, did anybody else miss the Pox's?"
People use the word "missed."
I know,
they misused the word "miss."
Right.
Oh, I did. I didn't catch it.
I think what they mean is skip or pass.
Or completely slept through. Yeah. Come on. You had a month, almost 2 months for this one. Almost 2 months. So, I mean, listen, I did my best to get things out there. I tell people all the time, every one of the toy shows, talk shows that's on YouTube and stuff, I'm in the chat saying boxes, you know, it's ending X. You got 2 more weeks, you got a week. So if you didn't get them, you didn't get them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing people already in Discord and stuff going, oh, when do they go up on BBTS? They did go up on BBTS and the other channels, but now you're going to pay a little more. And
and some people, you know, they say I don't have that chunk of change right now to do it. You know, so
understandably as well, that is a different consideration too. Like you got to dump that right now for the pre-order for the 4 Horsemen. So, whereas BBTS, you can, you know, put your orders in, sit on it, you know, save the money up, and you know, maybe the shipping works out a little bit better for you in terms of that, if you're only going to get a few of the wave or something like that. So, you know, not disparaging anybody who does it that way for sure, but I mean, if you wanted to order from 4 Horsemen and you missed it.
Right. Yeah. That,
come on.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Come on.
And at least the post I saw, I didn't at least interpret it as kind of whining or bitching about it. It was just sort of like, hey, I missed it. And did anybody else miss it? And I saw it went kind of, a lot of people took it this way and a lot of people took it that way, which is, that's how it goes.
I don't know. Maybe it was a joke. I don't know. It's hard to tell, man. Sarcasm is a hard thing to get across in a post. You know, unless you.
I will say this. I was. So I made a video recapping the wave, and in my video, I had this very specific list of like, I had spent quite a while like thinking about the extras I want to get, you know what I mean? And it was about 5 figures, specific figures. And I will say that it was still Sunday, and I was still not, I was having second thoughts towards the end. And my second thought was, should I just get another all-in? Should I just get a second all-in? And I literally like spent all day Sunday just kind of pondering it. So I placed one on the last day. I went with my original plan. Okay. I stuck with the original plan. I think a couple things. One, some other lines and figures that are dropping, specifically some Hot Toys stuff that could hit any time, some really big ticket ones. Yeah, and two, there's going to be something else right around the corner that I'm going to need money for, Mythic Legions wise. So I was like, I'm just going to go with the $200 add-on order and not another $500 all-in. If I do an all-in, I might do one through a retailer where I have a payment plan. Okay. But I don't. That's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think of it that like we're on the East Coast. I mean, the East Coast is obviously a large place, but you know, if you can make it to any one of the toy shows or even LegionsCon next year, odds are there's going to be some of the. Well, this wave probably won't even. I don't even know if Pegasus is going to be hitting by Legions.
No, it won't be out.
But like a Lithia, if you missed a Lithia and you can get to LegionsCon this year, you'll be able to pick up a Lithia figures for, you know, slightly above what they were running. You know, in the sale usually. So there's ways to get them. You know, if you can't wait for them, BBTS and the other you know, Empire Toy Shop and all the other affiliates and things like that. But I'll tell you, I knew I ordered them in December, right? I put the order in December, but I went to go just kind of organize my orders in my Gmail, and I didn't see it. I didn't see the response and you ordered. I'm like, I started to freak out a little bit because I'm like sitting there laughing. Like, I can't believe you missed this thing. I'm like, oh my God, was that a fever dream? Did I somehow miss this? Did I not place this order? I went on my account and it was there. It's all there. But I didn't get an email. I didn't get a confirmation email for some reason, which freaked me out for about 2 minutes.
I'll say this, after seeing people getting those all-stars, all-ins super early, I don't think I'll ever not go all in again. Like, just for the sake of, like, on the chance that it happens again, where it's like 2 shipments or whatever, and it's like a month in between, like it was with All Stars. I didn't get my All Stars for like a month, because I didn't go all in. So like, all-ins
That's another consideration.
are totally a thing for me now.
That is another
I've done
Go
orders
through
where like I've done all-in level of money spending, but I just didn't get like the troll or something. You know, I got extras of other things. But
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
You definitely experience the FOMO when ordering and when considering. You know, people are going to get it a month ahead of you, and you're going to see all those pictures. It's just going to drive you freaking nuts, right?
And for like a toy reviewer on YouTube, it
forget
kind
about
of
it.
matters quite a bit.
Yeah,
when
for sure.
when you get something way late in terms of views.
And it's great with this line for you and a couple other like Toy Bro and things like that, because there's not too many people. Wade occasionally has some Mythic Legions, but not too often anymore. But you know, you guys are some of the first people there to post that stuff. So you got to have that. You got to have that.
That's true. It's part of your thing.
All right. Another big bit of news here. Let me see if I can share my screen, figure out which one of these it's on. Oh God. Why is it not showing? I guess maybe I have to open this up. They've changed this on me. They really messed it up. I don't like it. If I move this into another window. Sorry. Anyway, well, what I'm talking about while you're waiting for me to get this stupid thing up here is that is weird. Okay, well, I guess I'll do my entire screen. That's going to be a mess. Hang on. Well, all right. It's very professional. I'm talking about LegionsCon.
LegionsCon 2022.
LegionsCon 2022. Let me just see if I can go ahead. What do you think? We're going, right? We're in. We got our
absolutely
got our rooms set and we're booked.
Yeah. So yeah, the announcement came out today is basically more than anything a save the date and jump on your get your room reserved. If you're flying in, start looking at flights. You know, but mainly here's the 2 days. Here's where it's at. You know, they gave the venue. It's going to be at a hotel now. They got a really large ballroom there. So the nice thing is if you can manage to get rooms there, and they're going to have blocks of rooms for a discounted rate for I think Friday and Saturday night. You stay there and everything's right there, which will be nice.
There you go.
So it's in a different spot than it's been the last couple of years. I think it's like 20 minutes away from where it's been in the studio, and from what I've been told, Secaucus has got a lot of stuff around it.
Yeah,
a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, a lot of hotels.
Yeah, it's a bigger area. That's true. A little more populous, I think. So that's going to be interesting. At the hotel that it's in. So if you can manage to get a room there, and if you can't, I think there's, like you said, Secaucus is a little bit bigger, more populous. I think there's going to be hotels very nearby, probably in walking distance. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. So, you know, it'll be great. I mean, I think it's really going to be nice being in the hotel like that. I mean, that's where we were hanging out most of the time anyway, after the shows.
Right. Yeah.
Don't know that there's a bar there, but we're working on something. We're going to be there, all three of us. Bill, I assume you're going to be there.
Yeah. I didn't book my room yet, but I'm going to do that tomorrow.
All right. And we're working on something tentatively, like one of the nights, hosting something somewhere fun. Maybe get some other people involved here, like Pete McCarthy and things like that. So stay tuned for that.
An after hours kind of a gig where we'll play hosts and have a bunch of people come in and hang out and talk all things mythics and just have a blast together. So
do a live from there maybe. Yeah.
So like Trevor said, stay tuned for details on that, but that'll be something to definitely look forward to.
I hope not. Lobby party. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. See, I'm going the wrong direction. Oh, you're going the wrong direction. Oh, you're going to CA from VA. Oh, man.
Well, I'm sure you hit your ride with Walter and his troll.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
With him. Nikki,
so that's
and
cool.
Whoever else comes from California, or she's from Colorado.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. Sorry for the zooming screen. I don't know why I can't suddenly share tabs, but whatever. It's gonna be tricky. So, what else we got? We got anything else we want to talk about in terms of news, or not really much else going on? I mean, the whole point of this is, Poxus is over. So, what do we got coming up? We got, we do have another Krampus at some point.
We know about the Krampus.
Speculating
on a different version of him.
Yep. Right. Sir Gerard.
Yep.
Well, we do have, we have another Sir Gerard.
Well, we have the Sir Gerard regular
standard
release that'll be coming.
Yep. We've got our reinforcements.
Yeah.
Hopefully coming up soon. That's going to be cool, man. I can't wait for that barbarian builder again.
Wait.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because I dropped some big bucks on the barbarian builder at one point, like a year ago, just because I really wanted that thing. It's going to be great to be able to pick that up for even whatever the hell that's going for. It's going to be great.
Yeah, that's going to go screaming fast, too.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are like kind of loose. It was in that era of some looseness in the figures. So
yes, yep.
It'll be nice to have some nice tight ones.
Yeah. What else we got? We got the Black Knight, which is going to be great. Templars, I know everybody always wants those. But the Goblin builder, which is going to be great. I actually need the Goblin builder for a couple of customs.
Yeah.
And the Dwarf, right? The Bronze Dwarf?
Bronze, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that'd be cool. Yeah, that's going to be great.
Then we got the deluxe
when that's going to drop, but I can't imagine it's going to be too much longer. Next month or so? A couple months?
Let's check the just that they don't give you any hint on that one.
Yeah, I didn't think they were saying anything about that.
They just say when you need them most or whatever, right?
Right.
Do we think that's coming through like an ISS type sale, or is this going to be? Is that
I honestly
hit?
Don't know. What's great about tonight is I can actually take guesses on things because I really don't know much at this point. I think everybody's
coming. We just don't know how for sure.
Yeah, they're all work. Chris is obviously working on things. Everybody over there is working on things. It's just I think with the holidays and stuff, everybody's taking a little break and it's not as driving as hard.
Yeah.
Or coffee goblins. There you go. Yeah, that is going to be great for customs for sure. Yeah, so I don't I don't know about timing, but I mean, Chris has said we're really not going to have too many months go by without something.
Yeah.
So, it's got to be this month, next month. We got the new deluxe Legion builders.
Before we jump off that, I got a couple more quick things I wanted to ask about the reinforcements. So one, say we do get them within the next 2-3 months, maybe it's early enough in the year to where do we think that there's a chance that they may come back later in the year, or we might see another wave of reinforcements this coming year? What do you guys think?
All right. Well, now we're into predictions. So yeah, let's go on that. I mean, these are not in perpetuity, right? But there's going to be enough of them, and they will. I mean, they're reinforcements. So I don't really know. I don't know. Have they said what the plan is in terms of? Is it going to be a constant reorder on their part for these? They may not be always available, but they're going to be continuously re-upping them until I think that's what's going to happen until it starts to wane, until the interest or the sales start to wane, and then they'll just kind of wind those down. So in the meantime, whether or not they do another reinforcements line with more Legion builders, I can't imagine why they wouldn't, depending on how it's going. They're going to sell like hotcakes for, which I don't really understand that term, but they're going to sell like hotcakes. Apparently hotcakes for something at one point.
Yeah, I just wonder, who knows, obviously, the numbers, but they're going to run out. So what's the turnaround time to get them back in stock? I guess we'll find out.
I mean, I'm going to guess that they've got a good idea. They've had a good idea, obviously, in terms of orders, what they need to order for this first round and what they think people will walk away with. But this is a little unknown. This is not a new wave or anything like that. This is, basically an all-stars for Legion builders. So I don't know if they have an all-in price for the reinforcements? Can't answer that. Don't know.
I've seen.
What? I don't. Where is he finding that for? Maybe he's talking about a different wave.
I don't know.
185 for.
I don't know what that is.
Who said that?
Bryman XL.
I missed that one.
I just checked the site.
185 plus shipping. I just checked the site for what?
We need
Is
more
that the
details,
deluxe? Was that
Bryman.
the deluxe though, or was that reinforcements? I don't think
That's not even up for order either, pre-order. So I don't know what it's referring to.
Yeah, I don't either.
He might be checking an order he placed on the deluxe in the history of his order history or something.
Maybe.
Might not be thinking of reinforcements. Might be thinking of something else.
Maybe the deluxe Legion builders or something.
Yeah. So one question I have based for like the replenishment, right? Is so I wonder, like, some things are going to sell out faster than others, right? Like, are they going to wait for the whole wave to sort of trickle down?
Another good question.
Before they place the next run, or are they going to kind of do them separately and like tack them on to other orders? Because some things will just be gone and some stuff will still be there.
Right.
And I wonder like how that's going to work in terms of reordering.
Right. I don't know. This is a very unknown thing. I mean, to have something available in the store all the time, quote unquote, it's going to be a different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really don't know I don't know.
I bet it'll feel like an stock sale that lasts longer.
It was Cornboy's post about prices. Somebody want to look that up on Facebook so they can find that? I didn't see that.
Motu Guru, yeah. Is a hot cake the same as a flat jack? I think so.
Yeah, I guess he must have posted this. I didn't see Cornboy's 185 plus shipping is correct for an all-in reinforcement way. So there is going to be an all-in. So there you go. That's good.
Interesting. That makes sense. They ship them. If they ship them,
it does make sense.
An all-in box, then they make it easier for people to just buy them.
Like well, it's easier for them to ship them too. It's cheaper to ship, but I don't know if I mean, I know people coming into a new are going to want at least one of each if you don't have any of them. So that's probably a good idea. I probably won't be ordering an all-in on the reinforcements.
That's kind of unique too, because they don't offer all-in options with ISS sales. So it's not quite an ISS. It's not quite a pre-order. It's just its own thing.
Yeah, well, those are limited amount. I mean, like you couldn't even do that probably. Right?
True. Yeah.
Limited stock. Whereas they're going to have thousands of each of these figures. Yeah. So you can definitely put enough together into all-ins. I'm sure they will sell. There's not been an all-in price for the reinforcements. I don't know.
Well, I think Brian has
fact checked this.
Yeah, I think Brian confirmed it. He said he found it.
Okay, cool. Oh, good. I didn't see that.
We got a second.
There you go. 185. Just found it. Cool. Beautiful.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Good
Thank you very much.
Thanks, people.
It's breaking. Yeah, it broke over on Facebook, but at least we got it here.
So was that a post in the site, or was that a? I mean, I guess I'm asking Brian in the chat or Brian Man in the chat. Is that a post on the Source Horseman site, or is that a post
on
the Cabal?
That's something that Cornboy posted on the Cabal or something.
Let me see.
Noah hopes they're available for a while. I do too. I think it'd be pretty sweet. I think
it's on Source Horseman.
What happens when the supply is big for a while, it can kind of like cool down that aftermarket. And it just makes them just like regular figures that you can just get, even if they eventually sell out, like they're just kind of abundant even in the aftermarket, that it can cool things down a little bit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of these available on eBay for, your $65, $70 range. Some of them. I mean, again, Barbarian Builder, I think I plunked down at least a couple hundred, if not a little bit more, for it a couple of years ago. And that's going to be $55.
It's like
so
the best
crazy
deal. It's like
so crazy.
That one in the night. I hope in the second round of these are like reinforcements too, that they do the night deluxe.
Me too.
The Covenant of Shadow Knight. That's like my favorite figure ever.
Yeah. I'd actually wouldn't mind getting a couple more elves. I kind of shorted myself on those, like the Elf Legion builders, and I mean the vampire ones I see a lot, and I probably could use some more of those. But
yeah,
skeletons I have enough of, that's for sure. But I will get some of the 1.0 skellies.
But they're doing a deluxe elf. I mean, it's coming soon, right?
In the, I have a lot of those coming.
So.
I hope people underordered those because I have a lot to sell.
And the elves were coming that are we're going to get with the tactics. So is that a segue or what, fellas?
Say that again.
The elves we're getting with the tactics figures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, segue. Yeah, there you go. There's a segue. Tactics. Yeah. Coming out. We got to get those guys on again. There's some really, I was talking about this a couple shows ago, but there's some really great graphics and stuff going on, man. It's looking really sweet. I really think, I keep saying this every time, but I really think that people who are like, nah about it, once they see it and start being able to walk through the world and see some of these characters interacting and stuff, I think it's going to change people's mind. Maybe you're not even into the game. I mean, maybe it's just, you do the autoplay or watch the cutscenes, but I can't wait for it, man. I mean, just for me, looking at the scenery and stuff and getting an idea for dioramas and shots and stuff like that is going to be fun. And I think the game's going to be fun. So,
sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if I think they're still talking about Q3, maybe 2022
for the game release.
Q3 or Q4, early Q4, something like that. Yeah, I know that they're going to start doing beta testing.
Yep.
I think in the late spring, early summer, something like that. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll see something like around September, October of next year. That'd be great.
And
I did want to go back to
as far as the figures. I was just going to say the figures. It sounds like they're just starting to get into production because they were waiting on finally getting people's, making sure everyone's orders were lined up perfectly. So I don't know.
Well, I know most people probably saw Jeremy's show with Chris, but he was explaining this to me on the phone a week ago, is that China is forcibly shutting having blackouts for manufacturers in the run up to the Olympics to keep the smog out of the air. So shit's slowing down. You know what I mean? So that's definitely putting a cramp in every toy manufacturers or a Krampus. Yes. Somebody up here. Here's a good prediction. Expecting some more 2.0 versions of figures. There's been too many jokes about Otho. That's what I'm looking for. Otho 2.0. Even though I got him, I'll be happy to have a 2.0. Man, he's an awesome figure.
Yeah, for sure.
They got to do an Otho 2.0. Like who else 2.0 do you think? The chat too. Who else do you think we're going to get a 2.0 of this year, or that you just want to see? It doesn't have to be a prediction.
I think they could maybe do Scapular as a 2.0.
My first. Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. So I'm thinking. So we've got Baron Volgar, we've got Artemis, we've got Attila now, and Gorgo, and I'm missing somebody with a 2.0. Well, I mean, we at least have those. I think there's one more. I'd love to see some of the Aetheron earlier on, like Sir Gideon would be. I think would be.
That's gonna be my second choice. I mean, he's so great as is, but man,
I just think like if you did some of those the big, some grand, shoulder pauldrons, like with something that has to do with eagle, wing, because he just kind of had the standard, 1.0 shoulder pauldrons on. But some nice soft good cape from C. Jessam. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, I'd love to see him.
What's up, Lewis? What's going on, man? Sir Valgard. There you go. 2.0.
Forgus. Yeah, that's a hot one. That's a good idea.
So I would imagine.
I don't know if Sir Valgard's going to happen, though.
I would imagine that we might have a good chance of seeing a 2.0 in the next Horsemen wave, right? which will be, if they keep the pattern, it'll be Necronominus. And what's the
Etheron?
counter to that?
Order of Etheron?
Yes,
Subject.
Etheron.
Right.
So there you could have, like you said, you could have Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon would be great.
And then on the opposite side, who do you think you could have in there? Because Scapular is not in that one.
No, he's in the Suns.
So you could have Clavian, maybe. Ilgar. I feel like that's a tough one to do a 2.0 on, just stylistically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Could do Brother Mandibulus.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Brother Mandibulus is like, he's decked out already, man. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine putting anything else on that.
Yeah, how do you up the ante on him, really?
Right. We just got Tibius.
What about Morgolith?
I just imagine upgraded soft goods on Brother Mandibulus, and it just
that would be nice. That would be nice. Maybe we got our dual colored Hagnon, or at least a different colored Hagnon. I know that's people are interested in that. It wouldn't feel like a 2.0 to me necessarily, but Clavian could be good.
Yeah,
Clavian would be nice.
Morgolith, you know how Alithia got updated. Morgolith, I could see sort of getting that upgrade.
Yeah, it's yes. Well, yeah, that's true, because they have been doing really the leaders of the faction, so that makes a whole lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
That makes a whole lot of sense, and I really like that figure. I don't know what the hell else you do to that figure at this point. Love to be able to bring it up.
Some soft goods and I don't know, adorn her a little bit more.
All of a sudden, I can share. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Say Morgolith. Where's Morgolith?
Yeah, I mean, she already has unique parts, right? That upper torso, that head sculpt,
right?
Even the gauntlets maybe might be unique to her.
Aren't those the elf?
Okay, yeah, those are the regular
ones. Maybe some sort of cloak,
I guess I would.
Cape
I would almost like to see her. I don't know. I love the bony feet on this are great, and on the skeletons. It's weird. It would be weird for them to be wearing boots. I know some of the 1.0s do, but I don't know what you do to her. I'm not really sure. I mean, you could definitely deck out this headdress a little bit more, or maybe make something slightly different. So that he has something different. They did with Artemis, you know what I mean? They changed it up a little bit. So maybe there's more of a battle dress or something like that she could be in. That'd be kind of cool.
Has she ever been in an All-Stars wave? I don't think she has.
No.
She?
No.
Nope.
I still am yet to get my hands on her, so I'm one way or another want to find her.
And moving down to Sir Gideon here. Yeah, I think there's a lot you could do with this figure.
Yeah.
At this point, this.
I would still want the white torso. I would still want the same torso personally, though.
Yeah, no deco on that at all.
Well, maybe deco would be fine, but the same sculpt.
Yes,
and then do it like the pauldrons, like, because I know one of the new 2.0s has, is it Gorgo has like a new torso, right? Like a brand new torso. But I would want, I love that one so much that if a figure,
really nice.
like, I would either want to have, this to have that same torso, like a 2.0 have the same torso, or have both happen and have them get reissued and have a 2.0, which won't happen. But
at the same time, I wouldn't mind like a fully armored, decked out Gideon. You know what I mean? It's just something that really sets this off from this figure, even though I don't have this figure yet. But something that's a little more. I mean, this is the Templar, sort of look. So I guess that kind of works.
But an unhelmeted sculpt like we're getting with Attila could be pretty great too.
That'd be fantastic.
You know what they could? They
and
could
that
do?
shield doing the 3-dimensional things that they've been doing on the 2.0 shields and stuff like that to do a big eagle, or that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
They could put actual cloth right over the top of an armored, and you could have either look.
Now you're getting crazy. Now you're getting crazy. What's up, Mario? How's it going, man? Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Mario.
Gideon looks like a strong 2.8 carrot. I agree, man. I think you're right, Bill. I think if they do this, they might do it for Necronominus, and those might be the two that we're talking about right now that we might get. I'd be very happy with that. Even though I like Morgolith, I'd be happy with another Morgolith.
Although they, I was fully expecting 2.0s in Pegasus, and we didn't get them. I mean, we got Azar combined, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't get, I think a lot of people were thinking that Mage Dwarf would be.
Yeah, I wonder if because let's see. No, because we got Artemis 2.0 in a standard wave, but that was her, faction wave. So that it makes sense. I was thinking like maybe if there is like another Kickstarter thing this year, like I don't know, a dragon. Maybe that's something that they put in there. You know what I mean? Those are extras, add-ons for something like that.
Cool idea.
But it really would make sense to put it in Necronominus because, like, that just would make sense. There hasn't been a lot of Etheron figures as of late. So
if Necronomicus, you know what I'm talking about. It's mainly all skeletons, right? We've got a ton of skeletons. It's not like, I mean, they can keep adding different kinds of skeletons, but at least with Pegasus, we needed the wizards and the mages, and so they had a lot of slots to fill there and to not take up with 2.0 figs.
Yeah,
true enough.
But there's no shortage of knights
and skeletons, and
Silver Knight type of builder for Etheron. But I mean, that's kind of the Templars. But I mean, no, I guess you could have something else. Only female figure that can stand on its own. I guess he's talking about.
I don't really have many issues with.
I don't either. The only one I had issues with is the ankles on Urxa, the queen, Orc Queen. She's the only one that gives me trouble, and it's in the ankles. It's not really the feet. It's just the way the ankles are positioned. I can't really get them in a dynamic pose, straight up and down. Yeah,
I haven't had too many issues, but I did just have the female knight builder. Just her foot snapped off I wasn't going crazy with it or anything. Just came right off.
You keep getting hidden every time I put one of these up. They're getting huge. I don't know why. Romulus with a removable helmet. Yeah.
Gwendolyn. Anthony wants a pretty dress.
Pretty dress. All right. Well, you've just set us back about 50 years, Anthony. Thanks. Gwendolyn, I think, is too new, and she's all decked out in armor. I haven't really had too many issues balancing. I saw somebody who put something in here. Orc skeletons. I guess I put that up there. I think we're going to see an orc skeleton at some point, at least whether it's a skeleton or whether it's like an undead, half dead figure would be kind of cool. Although that would be something unique, I suppose.
Yeah, and plus now with the ogre scale and the new in between scale, what they could do with that brute scale with these skellies would be pretty sweet.
I've seen a lot of people sort of like not excited at all about the brute scale.
Oh man, I'm so excited!
And I'm really surprised. I think there's going to be a lot of people when that brute scale hits. There's going to be a lot of people who skipped on it.
I'm wondering if it's not a matter of the specific characters that they just weren't excited about for those, because
it's not necessarily the scale, it's the characters themselves.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, but I mean, and then that may be because either they're not customizers, but as a new customizer, I mean, this body is just going to be fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I saw people saying, "Oh, I would have loved the Jin if it was regular scale. I'm not interested in it because it's brute scale kind of
Yeah,
thing."
that's interesting because I mean, generally they're depicted as being obviously larger than humans in most mythology, so it makes sense, and not giant sized, but just this is the perfect size. I get so many ideas for stuff that I want to do with this one in particular, but I'm gonna have to wait a year.
Overall, the more variety we put into this world, the better.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! I am loving this, and I think we're going to see more of this kind of stuff. The magic effects and the props. I think I would love to see props and accessories. Would be sick. I love that they're bringing back weapons packs and things like that. That's really cool.
This image you're showing right here reminds me of Vitruvian hacks. There's a lot of this kind of stuff in Vitruvian hacks, and it just just adds so much to the world and the line and the characters and stuff. It's so cool. I love this.
Yeah, because I've got the Dragon Knight, I think, from that, and that comes with a little book, and it's got like a little potion or something, or a pouch or something like that on his. But I mean, they do amazing stuff with that scale for sure.
So this guy,
I'm bigging you. Hang on.
Yeah, the more you can deck out with your.
So this is the Dragon Knight.
Yep,
super cool.
He comes with. I have the bag right here. He comes with. I mean, these figures are awesome. I know this is Legions, but he comes with a book that's a closed book that can attach to his belt with this little peg here. That's it for like that type of stuff with him, I believe. But there's some with potions, like little potions, and little pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
More stuff, but for your displays and people who are toy photographers, all that stuff is the more the better.
I think we could see bigger things, bigger accessories,
pieces, kind of.
Yeah, like a cart of some sort. Or some sort of larger weapon, like a catapult, maybe. That's a weird one, but something along that scale, like that size.
Guillotine,
like a small playset. Yeah, a guillotine would work.
I could see that. I could see. Play sets. You gotta. I mean, if anybody did play sets, like I would really like to see modular. Something modular done. There's a company that makes them for miniatures that you could just build a castle basically out of wall. I know there's a lot of companies that do that, but they were particularly selling like 3D models of them that you could print out yourself. And I was like, maybe I could scale these up, but I'd love to see something like that. But I mean, the thing with the carts and things like that and big weapons, that's. You could sell those multiple times, but you're probably not going to be able to reuse those parts. Maybe wheels, maybe there's some things, but not entirely. So that's probably going to be a Kickstarter thing. But I really think that, I think they've probably seen from the Kickstarter waves that quote unquote Kickstarter waves. They're called what was it called? The Forge Horsemen now. I think we could see a lot more going on with that. And I think we could see some unique stuff, that if they can sell enough, it makes up for the cost of the molds and stuff. And they don't have to necessarily reuse everything. And because the tooling is the key there. So let's see what we got in the chat here. Who's going to be, this is good. They replace the lower legs with a smoke effect for the genie going into the bottle for sure.
Right.
That's coming.
Yep.
You got to print that in that translucent plastic.
Get on that, Anthony.
Yeah, the problem is nobody really has a measurement for it necessarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If anybody was smart there at intern for a day, they would have had like a flexible ruler and start taking measurements.
Right.
That's cool. I think it's hard to grasp what brute scale is like until you get them in hand. There aren't a ton of pictures of the brute scale figures alongside normal figures. That's true. I actually talked to them about doing something where just taking the figures as I shot them on black and just putting them next to each other so everybody could get sort of relative idea of the height. I mean, there is the group pictures, but again, we don't have a lot of time to do these. You get a couple group pictures in, but that would be helpful. I think maybe I'll talk
even
to
simple
Jeremy
silhouettes.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll talk to. I think I talked to Eric about it, but I don't know if I ran it by Jeremy. But maybe we could do an article about, just showing the scales and just line up a couple of the simple, straightforward on black shots next to each other and just show the relative height. Would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think that'd be actually helpful for a lot of people outside the line too, who don't even have a grasp of like what the ogre size is, and things like that, and how the trolls stack up to the ogres.
Yeah. I think he's done something similar, talking about this difference between 1.0 and 2.0 bodies and height, back with original stuff. But the more we keep adding, it's definitely needs a redo, a revisit to the topic. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at, you can buy 4 to jumped on me. You can buy 4 to make a big zigzag. Eric is talking about a castle wall. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, just like pieces that you could buy and sort of put together yourself.
Kind of like what Crashbox does a little bit.
Yeah.
Walls and doors and floors and
There you go. Anthony's on it. Try and secure the brute test shots and then scale it properly. True enough. Still got a while for that, but yes, you'll be ready from when they drop for sure. Scale post would be awesome. Yeah. I think you're right. I think I'm going to talk to Jeremy about that. If he doesn't already have it in mind. I don't know. But we did talk about it at when they came out with it at the last G-Con.
Even if you jump to that point of the reveal video, the G-Con video, they're on different levels. So like you have an ogre scale figure and then you have the brute scale figure. Those two are on stands, and then you have the 1.0 figure and it's not on a stand. So even there, it's like kind of tricky to get the exact.
Where was that?
In the G-Con video where they had
right. Yeah.
out on a table.
Yeah.
So even there, it's like a little weird because it makes the brute scale one look way taller than what it is, kind of thing. I think it's going to be right about the same height as the Storm Collectibles Axe Battler from Golden Axe. I think it's going to be like right in that size range.
Yeah. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller next time I bring something up. When is the bear coming? That would be kind of cool. I love animals. I talked to Eric about animals before even the moose came out. So I like the second time I went to Toy Fair. I was like, listen, man, I need an elk. I need an elk for my elves. I need a big rideable elk.
Yeah.
He's like,
like the Vitruvian's got. That looks great.
We're working on something. And it was a moose, which I'm perfectly happy with. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I mean, bear would be cool as a mount would be great. Wolf would be great as a mount. Yeah.
Did anyone get in that? Was it DX20 or what's the company with that wolf, the armored wolf? Did you guys get that in yet by chance?
2 of those coming tomorrow. It should be here tomorrow.
Mine should be here soon too.
Yeah. I am interested in those. It looks like the articulation isn't quite as what I thought it was to begin with, but probably good enough to,
pick some on a shelf. It's going to look freaking killer. Yeah.
I mean, the problem with those things is storage, and I'm going to have to find a place.
They're
just
massive.
Not going to fit. They're not going to fit displaying. I mean, I can't even get the horses on the shelves at this point. And
speaking of horses,
skull coming. Yeah.
Any speculation on those? Whether we might see some variety, almost a la Nikki stuff she's been doing, the one you died.
Yeah.
Sort of the mix between Arathir's horse and Balius. And
yeah, for sure.
So I think we could see. So you know how like when they do the All-Stars, they will, we'll have our vote, and then we'll have like our 4 or 6 or however many figures.
Right.
And then they'll add something on, and it's been the troll, right? They add a troll on. That's like a reissue of a troll, and they add a different head.
Yep.
I could see them reissuing a horse.
That's a good idea.
And having it be like a standard horse like Balius, but maybe in a different color, or maybe like swapped with the head from from Athon or some parts from Athon.
So it's more of a wild running. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I did.
Like a horse with some extra parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Love that idea.
Definitely. Definitely goats for dwarves.
Because we only got one more troll re-released, right?
This is a good one. This I want
Armored
so bad.
handbags.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yep.
Great call.
Hell to the yes. I need those badly. I mean, I don't mind taking the armored hands off and just having the regular hands sometimes, but it really would be nice to have some armored hands pointing,
female
and grabbing.
too. We need the female.
Female. I know all that stuff is, it's in their heads.
Coming.
I know. It's just a matter of when. But I definitely those hand packs and feet packs were game changers, man. Those were
they were.
And different colors too. Now we got a lot of different skin tones. I painted up some for Otho using one of the sets that I had, but I got to tell you, that was a hard skin tone to match, man. It's an interesting color.
Yeah.
Horse with extra parts. Yep, that would be amazing. I'd like to see something like. I'd like to see specific horses, although I don't know. You could use them for anybody, but I would like to see it like by faction or something like that. Like Leodicius. I'd like to see like a horse for Attila that's decked out in gold armor. You know what I mean? It would be really cool. Or just sell me an armor pack that I can stick on an existing horse that I got. You know what I mean? That would be amazing.
There's a recent post in the Cabal. Somebody was doing that. I forget, maybe in China, that looked freaking great.
I did talk to him about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see the Horsemen do something like that.
Anyone else noticed all the sales posts today for rare figs? I didn't. I was kind of off Facebook today. I was really super busy, so I must have missed a lot of stuff. Apparently,
people trying to pay for their all-ins that they bought yesterday.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or they're trying to sell stuff they know is coming up. Like they're trying to dump their barbarian builders while they can.
Yeah, I think part of it is, and this is a bad time to sell stuff. But nobody's got any money. But I think it's just more of a New Year's purge for me. That was it. I just had to start getting stuff the hell out of here. I've been sitting on it too long, and I just had to move it. So, there's some good stuff. So, since there will be 4 evil horses, I feel they need more normal horses to balance it out. Yeah, I think there's going to be more average horses. Like Nate was talking about different colorways for those Palominos, black paint. Horse with some white on the face or something like that for sure. I mean, that's a simple repaint. That's going to happen. But I would like to see them come with maybe some different tack, or different tack is available. That's another thing to kind of borrow from Vitruvian Hacks is all the different tack packs that they had for the horses and stuff. Based on who's riding it, more of an elven look with a more elaborate sort of that'd be great. This would be cool.
Wow,
translucent horses.
Love it.
That could be
translucent
cool.
manes. Cool.
2.0 bear male arms for sure. Yeah. Forearms or something. Bear forearms is something I really wanted. And I think that Planetary Dog Toys did them because I think I talked to him about it. I'm like, listen, can you make these? And I think he eventually did. I don't remember. I don't even know if I
what people were doing. Remember, was the Foosh had the sort of the ninja kind of guys.
Those arms,
and they had the bear arms.
The articulated icons. They work pretty well.
They're using those on the 2.0 bodies.
Slightly undersized, but they work. They're pretty good. Pegasus Unicorn obviously seems necessary and easy to do for sure. It's interesting, like it seems the way they did the hair on the horses, you could easily take that front little piece off and just attach, since it comes off, you can easily put a horn on that. That's right there. Put the hair around it and you're good to go. The wings are going to be interesting though, because they're going to have to come up with something to do those on a horse. I'm not sure how that's going to work.
And to see how
maybe something that goes underneath. I mean, that saddle fits really tight as it is. I mean, that's a little tricky.
That's the thing. How to get a rider on with wings to get the legs set around it somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't imagine they haven't thought about it, or maybe it's just going to be a different body that just has, you know, openings for wings. But that is more retooling. So I don't know. So when the centaur comes off, we will have measurements. Yes, that's true. We will have. That's true. That is the top half of the brute scale. So there you go. True enough.
And we're hoping. So yeah, speaking of, so Lithia, we're hoping as a April, May. What did that say?
Nate looks. That was the one. I didn't want to click that, but it said like you look like Wilson from Home Improvement. I don't know how that.
Maybe it's because you can only see with the.
That's true. Oh, there you go. That's what it is.
There. Howdy, neighbor.
Really good. Hey, Nate. Have there been Game of Thrones customs?
Yes.
Have there been?
I've seen. It was a while back, but there was somebody in the Cabal who used to do Game of Thrones, and he did Rhaegar and Robert. He did Rhaegar Targaryen and Robert Baratheon.
Oh, cool.
A while back, but I can't remember who it was now. But that was like a couple years back.
Interesting.
But if you search the Cabal for Baratheon, you'll probably find it.
That's cool.
I'm going to do that. I want to see that. Horse for Hagnon. I'm assuming it's not hang on. And more transparent figures in general of different colors would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see a couple more like ghosts, like Hagnon. That'd be kind of cool. Spirits, rights, whatever. Whites.
We have the Umengeist coming for Praxis.
Mm-hmm. Bear 2.0 female arms can be able to use for wizards. What, that the wizards are armored? 8-bit?
Are they armored?
They are.
Yeah, they have armor.
This is a standard
they have,
elf body.
Elf bodies.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's cost effectiveness to come up with something new in a 2.0 size. I mean, I know they have the quilted things coming out, the quilted bodies coming out for like Lord Adon, I think it is, and a couple of the newer ones, but and Valak has it. But those are 2.0. Those are 1.0 bodies. Sorry, those are 1.0 bodies, and you want to keep the bulkiness of the. I mean, I guess you could have a couple bulky wizards, I suppose, but usually they're a little smaller and more live. So I mean, it is what it is for now. I'm sure.
Yeah,
an armored wizard doesn't really bug me though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really anticipate taking those cloaks off anyway.
And plus, if you think about how much is going to be shown,
right?
You're gonna see, like even if you put bare arms, like currently the only way you do bare arms is still with a gauntlet, with an armored gauntlet. So you're still gonna have a gauntlet sticking out.
Right.
And until they make a full bare arm, but they haven't really shown that that's going to happen,
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to do something that maybe sort of looks like. What I'm glad they didn't do is, and I'm really so happy, and I think probably the Wizards were the catalyst for starting to integrate soft goods, because I really would not have. And I actually saw some people saying this, that they would rather have had plastic robes.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people that just are a hard line no on soft goods.
Adamantly against soft goods, which I don't understand. Like, I've had some terrible soft goods on figures, especially 112. It's tough to do good small soft goods, but it's getting better. And Christian is his wife are the best at it, man. And they do great
wizards,
stuff, Yeah, they are wizards. And Mezco's gotten very good at it. So it's gotten exponentially better over the last 3 years than when that stuff first started coming out for 112th. It was big stitches, it was bulky material, it was terrible, like the way it sat. And now it's really sitting well, and it moves so well. I would hate plastic robes on a wizard. I would not want molded plastic things hanging down so that you can only turn the hand a certain way. You know, I don't. Nah.
Yeah, and the waist pieces, especially now that we're getting more and more mounts. Like, I hate having to take those off. You know.
David, did you make those Game of Thrones? Is that what we're talking about? Let us know. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I didn't see anything else. Yeah, Eric is talking about putting wing attachments on the saddle, like to actually. That's a possibility. It'd be a little heavy. I mean, God knows, you know, putting the wings on Arathir,
right?
You know, on a figure alone, like to. Yeah, I don't think if it's not something solid attached to that horse, I don't think there's a way to do it. But they could go through the saddle and, like, you know, so you could hide any kind of hole or something like that. But it's got to happen. There you go. Yes, everybody wants a big dragon. HasLab size, yeah. I believe Alithia has bare skeleton arms with no gauntlets attached to her back. That is true. That is actually the case. Now, I'm assuming these peg into, they peg into a standard hole on her back, so I'm going to guess, and it's been so long since I've seen the prototype that I can't even remember, to be quite honest, that, will those fit into a standard? They have to. Yeah, they must fit into like an arm. So there you go. There you've got some skeleton arms. You know, if you want to buy a few Alithias, tear them up. True enough.
And we're hoping April, May for Alithia, right?
I hope so.
I think I heard, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. Soft Kids raises the game. Yeah, exactly.
Big time. I was just going to do a quick kind of rundown, almost a recap of what we've sort of hit on so far. Alithia, obviously, we're talking about now. Krampus, we talked about. Sir Gerard, we talked about. Deluxe Legion builders coming, reinforcements coming, tactics coming. We know we're going to see some ISS sales. Necrononymous, Order of Aetheron, we're anticipating for LegionsCon. And speaking of LegionsCon, we haven't talked about this. They're talking about there's going to be 2 exclusives for that. So that's something that we can rap about.
Right.
One for each day. So if you're coming, you want to be there for each day because that's only where you're going to get both of those.
True enough.
And obviously, we can talk about speculation on another, how many more, what we might get for figure Obscura. And we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Cosmic.
Yeah, that's true. I want to get to it's like we're
right,
all
we're an hour in.
We're not even I know. So a couple of things I want to clear up. That was David who did the Game of Thrones, so I definitely got to check those out.
Cool, definitely we'll look that up.
If you search,
accounts, good work.
If you search, I just was looking at it. If you search Baratheon, Rhaegar, Ice and Fire, things like that, it'll come up. And another person who did them, and this was the one I was thinking of a couple of years ago, was Billy Long, had some the same. And both guys, so David and Billy, I believe they based him on Mike Millar, his comic book.
Look at this.
Paint from his comic book artwork from the the original comic books that they did back before the show.
Right.
Oh, no kidding.
Let's see if I can.
I definitely want to check those out.
Wrong one. Damn it. That only gives me certain Facebook. All right, I'm just going to do this. I'll just go over to this Facebook page and StreamYard. Killing me, StreamYard.
Yeah, Dave Orkin, thank you. Head packs. That's something else we know is coming.
Oh, yeah, that's
super
right.
exciting.
Yeah,
forgot all about those. That's a great call. I'm super excited for those.
Yeah.
I did find. Oh, look, Joe did a Baratheon. And there you go, Tyrion. That's great. Love it.
He drinks and he knows things.
Needs to be uglier.
Yeah, in reality. Is that it? Oh, wow. Oh, no. Nice.
Oh, very cool. Right on.
Oh, nice. That's great. Oh, I love it. Good job, man.
Dig
Good
it.
job. Very cool.
Nice work.
Very cool. Yeah, head packs. We got one coming already. I really hope that I know that these were kind of meant to be. Nope, that's now I can share it. Good Lord. There we go. I know they were kind of meant to be, reuse stuff with a few new pieces or something like that. But I really hope we start to get some things like we got with Attila, which is some screaming heads, some expression heads, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we need that.
Fantastic. I would love that.
Yeah,
because those heads were great.
Be nice to get a different paint varieties or stuff like we're getting with the different heads with Pegasus and stuff like that. But we definitely need some expressions.
Yeah, I mean, I love this. Even though this is just a stoic expression, I love having the helmeted and the unhelmeted looks. A little bit of a smirk there and scars. I mean, this is killer. This is killer. I want this for every figure.
Everybody, right? I know.
At least every major figure. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to thinking about Sir Gideon, man. Just think how cool these shields are going to be with Aetheron on the front of it somehow. You know what I mean? Like a 3-dimensional thing, just all gilded out. I cannot wait for this figure. I'm so excited for this figure. Can't wait.
Same. That's gonna be glorious.
So yeah, you're right. You're right, Nate. Let's go back to see if I missed anything. If you see anything to pull up, let me know too from the chat. I don't know if you guys can do that or not, but yes, they did. Supposedly, they did mess up with Sir Gerard and put the additional head in there. That Chris contends that was the case. I thought he was kidding, but he contends that they screwed up and put it in there. So you're all getting it.
Happy accident.
Yeah, Cosmic. Well, first of all, let's go back to LegionsCon and the two exclusive figures, which we know at this point are not going to be exclusive except for packaging and who knows, maybe an exclusive head if the factory doesn't screw up again.
Yeah.
I guess we just don't have enough information about that to know what are we going to see, Lord Walter or something like
tribute,
that?
right. That's like
or who knows?
You think it'll be one mythic, one cosmic?
Oh,
that is a good possibility, my friend. That is a good call, actually. Yeah, that's probably why they're doing it that way. And I don't know why they didn't hit me over the head immediately. But yeah, you're right. Yep. Which will be great. So Cosmic, while we're on that's a whole other thing, man.
Right.
I think Jacob, I think you're going to get your wish because I think Bill hit that on the head. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get another wave.
Yep.
At least. Do we see? We got Legion builders in the first wave, so I can't see them coming out with another Legion builder wave for that yet.
Right. I do think that it'll be a smaller wave.
I think
middle of this year sometime they might announce a smaller wave of it.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because what's the first wave again? Is it 11?
Something like that, yeah. 10, 11, somewhere in there.
I think it was 11.
I think it was 11. So what do you think? Like more like 6, 7? You're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, another thing I was thinking, just in general, like thinking about the history of Legions, there was quite a long time where they would do a themed wave that wasn't huge. They did the Colosseum wave, they did the Covenant wave, the Wasteland, the Siege at Bjorngar. Like every year there was a wave like that was like themed, and then they did Aerthir, and it became these like big tentpole type waves. And
around the 4 Horsemen,
and then last year it seemed to be sort of like a 20th anniversary kind of celebration where they did the Equidrons, and I feel like they got away from that a little bit, and I wonder if they'll come back to that, and they could even come back to that with that concept with Cosmic.
I agree. Yeah, because I mean, even this little chapter, you could just, kind of dovetail off of this and have like an escape or something like that. And, it's the next chapter of this story where they meet up with somebody in space once they've gotten off the prison or something like that.
Right. Could be the name of a ship.
4 or 5
Eric's
figures.
He's going to want to keep expanding the world. So we're going to go somewhere else and meet new people for sure. Or new characters.
4 or 5 figures, maybe a couple to appease the, what would you call these people?
Wanting the more like the Marines, the humans.
Yeah. I mean, people who, I'm not disparaging. I don't always need to see myself and stuff. I would rather almost have this to be, different than that and not have quote unquote humans in there. I mean, there's humanoids, but I don't necessarily need humans.
I want,
but maybe there's a couple of those.
I'm gonna get sick of seeing people put Magnus's head on the on the sentry. So we're gonna need some humans to like soften that a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
8. I'm looking at the numbers in these waves. So Covenant was 8, Colosseum was 8, Soul Spiller 8, Siege Bjorngar was 5, Wasteland was 6. So like 6 to 8-ish is like a smaller wave, I guess.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
That's interesting. The wording says packs. I have to read that again. So a deluxe builder style figure for the con is my theory. Okay.
Yeah,
possible.
I did see that, but then with the announcement, I don't know if it did say that. So I saw it kind of served up 2 different ways because it did make me think about that.
Here's the thing, like, Sir Gerard was not new parts. You know what I mean? It was kit bashed from other things. So that may be what they do with that, and they don't want to necessarily, put new tooling on something. So we may see, some sort of not builder style, but just like more of a reused parts. Nothing new for Cosmic is what I'm getting at. No new alien head necessarily, but just something redone and reused, another version of somebody, with some new armor or something like that.
So what do you think timing wise we may see like mid-year, sort of a May, June-ish? May, June, July.
Cosmic?
Yeah. I think it'll be a bit later.
I think you might be
August, September.
I'm gonna guess late summer, maybe July, probably more time. Like August, probably, maybe. Maybe in time for PowerCon. That would be a good tie-in for that, probably.
Yeah. You know what? This is something else I want to bring up too. Yeah, Anthony. So I wonder if we're going to see Justin's the dwarf tribute that they made for Justin. I wonder if we're going to see him released in some fashion this year too.
Yeah, maybe that's one of them. Maybe they're going to hold that back for that. That's a long time to go with that, but that is literally. That head was printed. That is not a tooled head, as far as I know. It was I'm sorry, that's a retooled older head. So they did retool something, but I don't think it's been, retooled in terms of manufacturing. In other words, like, so they can't mass produce these. It was resculpted, correct? So yeah, that would be, that'd be about the right time for something like that. Maybe that's it. That'd be kind of nice.
Or that's like you were saying, Bill, with the any of the the next All Stars 5, we vote on 4 of them, and 2 of them, are usually the surprise. Maybe one of those would be that dwarf.
Could be.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. But that would make Anthony happy. But that would be nice. That would be kind of nice if they tied that in with that. I mean, it's going to be nice. Listen, it was a great gesture to begin with. And I want to shout out. God, I gotta look up his name because I forgot who won. It's I think this is Anthony. Tell me if I'm okay to shout this out. Anthony, can I shout this out? Anyway, I'm just gonna do it. The guy who won that, Hans, actually did give this to Mackenzie.
Did he? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, and he also had me send the photo to her too. So that very nice.
Wow.
Again, like Jeremy said, not necessary. You know, I think it felt like there was a little, like group pressure to kind of do that, but he of his own vocation, he really wanted to do that, and I think he
That's
got
nice.
into the next one, the one that Matt O'Toole did, and for quite a bit too. Like he put a lot in there, so good
Cool.
for him.
Nice.
Really nice thing to do on all counts. Even just getting in there and dropping a lot of money to go to Mackenzie and Justin's family was a great gesture to begin with.
Awesome, for sure.
So that's nice.
Here's a good topic we haven't brought up really. Slot Mock says he's thinking of Beastman when he sees the Krampus neck piece. So what if they do tributes, if they do the Masters of the Universe tributes for All Stars 5, what are you guys thinking? That's in the chat too. What are people thinking?
That's a good one. Right.
Yeah, Beastman would make a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah, and that'd be perfect timing, man. If they can come out, well, no, they're not gonna, not unless it's well, All Stars voting is usually around like soon
now,
right?
yeah, it's coming up quick.
I'm assuming they're gonna do it. I mean, and honestly, this is great because I can sit here and guess with you guys because I really don't know. Nothing is coming down the pike to me yet, so I hope it happens. I thought Chris said something about them like not doing it as often, or I don't know, on one of his shows. I can't remember. I think he said something about it, but I hope it happens, and that'd be a perfect. I don't know that you'd be able to get that out by September though. Maybe it's All Stars and you're only doing 2 unique figures, which is what they usually do, like 2 or 3 new figures, which are usually the tribute figures. That'd be perfect because that's happening. Beastman is happening with that piece for sure.
Buzz off.
If you think about it, if and we, like you said, we think it's going to happen, there's a ton of shit coming this year.
Oh hell yeah,
a ton of stuff.
There's going to be no let up, and we can talk a little bit about if we want to like sort of start to wrap this up. If there is an All Stars, what do we want to see? What do you guys want to see in the chat? I don't even know. I haven't really even thought about it. I mean, it's usually
I still think
people
Ilgar,
that I don't have.
Ilgar needs his due. He's been getting close.
He's been in there and close. Yeah,
I like
years
both
now.
are.
Yeah,
both are absolutely. I want him so bad. Yeah.
And now this head is the barbarian head, so it should be, I mean, all these parts are done and ready to go, but
Yeah, I just love the color scheme on him.
But Ilgar for sure. I mean, I'd love to see Clavian come back, but I don't know if was he out in an All Stars once?
Let me check.
That's the thing. Like some of the ones I want, they've already been in, like Scapular and
Scapular has
Gideon
been.
and
Scapular has been. I don't know.
Clavian
Gideon's been.
Okay. Clavian, I would like to see. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting to the point for me. Like I have to think about it, but there's a lot of these figures that have come out in 3 or 4 waves ago now that are like unreachable for some people who have gotten into it. So those things are going to start creeping up. We can't even think about like the Kickstarters or the some of the early waves getting those anymore. You know what I mean? It's like we got to start thinking about maybe Ravina or something like that, or the Elf Ranger. It's been a while. Things like that. I mean, Jorund.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people express a desire to get Thalen Frostbow, but it's weird because they've been having her. They still kind of have stock of her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when they have shows and stuff, they still kind of have her. They still have quite a bit of that Soul Spiller wave.
They had Thalen forever, and she sat. She sold, but like at the shows, she sat there. I love this figure. I think this is a fantastic.
She is beautiful.
Figure.
I'm with Kevin.
Figure.
Silverhorn Sentry. I'd love, him to come out too.
Yeah. Oh, I know a lot of people want the Silverhorn Sentry.
Yeah, he's been. Cool. I think he's been close before too.
Not happening.
Some of the voting.
Do not vote for any Advent. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I could definitely see.
Yeah, there you go. Jacob just got a Frostbow at PAX.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've seen. Yeah, she's been totally there.
She didn't. I don't think she sold well, and it's a great looking figure, man.
It is. It's a classic example of when you get it in hand that you're like, why did I wait on this?
Yeah.
Love shooting. I can definitely see some figures in Advent.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Bromden.
Yep.
Brother Mandibulus.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that. Even
Grisha the Slitherer.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Probably not this time around, but maybe next year's. I can see Torgen hitting again. You know what I mean? Like, those are the waves, man. That's the kind of stuff that's like, people. There's a lot more people jumping into it now. In the last 2 years, and even with Cosmic, and to come out with some of the things that they're seeing people with, because more people have those than have the older figures, would be a good idea, I think. As much as I'd like to see the stuff that I need,
right?
Hey,
But it's the more recent stuff that people slept on for one reason or another.
Halmir's a good one.
Oh my god,
that head sculpt is
gotta get him.
Scarce.
Yeah,
that is a scarce head sculpt for sure. Yeah, true. It's a great figure.
Vote Halmir for sure.
Definitely. There's a lot of Advents that are still worthy, I think. The new people don't have it. There's a lot of an Advent. That's where I'm missing a lot of figures too.
It was a tough wave to go all in on. It was like 40 figures.
Right? 40, it's insane.
It was huge. And I came in at the end of that, and I just got like the in-stock sale for that stuff, and I went as nuts as I could, but I really couldn't get everything.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of that off BBTS back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
Well, we're seeing a couple reissued. We're seeing the Bronze Dwarf and the Goblin Legion Builder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's a good thing.
Yep.
And an orc, right? Getting an orc there.
Do you guys think they'll do any second wave of the deluxe legions, or like an announcement of them at all this coming year?
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they specifically called it Deluxe 1, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yep. This is, I would really love it if this was somehow re-released. Because it's hard to find, man.
Yeah,
it's hard to find.
Maybe
even
the one I'd want.
Even if you're Etheron, it's himself. Even if you're willing to pay good money for it, it's very difficult to even find somebody selling it.
Yeah,
I believe me, I've been looking.
That's a good candidate for a 2.0.
Yeah, that's true. It's interesting how they treat the sort of the leaders of the factions as opposed to like the gods. So far we don't have all of those. We don't have Leodicius itself or himself, which would be great for that brute scale.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
You know what I'm talking about? That'd be amazing.
Brad Jones corrects us with 43 figures, and he would know because he has every single one.
That's right. He just went and counted on the shelf.
Right.
Brad, we want to get you on the show soon, man. I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah, we need the completionist chat.
That's right. We definitely need a new Etheron. Second deluxe Legion builders most likely 2.0 since 2.0 bodies? No. Well, it would be 2.0 as the wave, right?
Yeah, but I think he's also saying 2.0 size figures. 2.0
okay.
Elves and stuff. So
cool.
For
sure. Definitely.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of those. I mean, you got the 2.0 skeletons, You got the Vampire Legion builders. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be a good wave.
And I could see them doing a Brute Deluxe Legion builder in a wave like that. You know,
Yeah.
they did an ogre.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. It's so cool, man, to have a
miniature
new...
would be awesome.
I can't wait to get Nate Barch's accessory pack.
Mm-hmm. That whole wave is killer.
Ah, I know.
Yeah. Well,
great year.
It's going to be nuts. Save your pennies. Start to sell
Make
some
room.
shit because you're going to, start dusting the shelves and
Stuff like a moose coming.
Selling all those Marvel Legends because you're going to need the room.
Right.
Which is kind of what I'm doing at this point. I'm just looking around going like, Lithia's coming in. I don't know where this is going, man. I can't. There's stuff on the floor, man. It's out of control. Shit's got to go. It's got to go.
So do we think so? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Do we think we'll see Cosmic come in this year? What do you guys think? Towards the end?
I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tight, but close. Yeah. I mean, it would be great if that was also around for LegionsCon, November-ish.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Cool. Or just shipping around then, you know what I mean? You go home from LegionsCon and you get a big all-in wave of your Cosmic Legions would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be a huge way to close out the year.
Just basing it on Aether Wave and Alethea Wave, I feel like it's probably going to be close for
23.
Cosmic in next year for Paxus.
Yeah.
I think there was some issues though along the way with Alethea and not specifically to that wave in terms of like, issues with the wave.
Right.
I think it's been COVID. It's been the Olympic thing.
Exactly.
It's been Chinese New Year. It's been, Chris has been telling me that it's taken longer than they really liked. They really expected to have Alethea a lot sooner than we're going to get it. So if that stuff gets corrected and they get back on track, then I could definitely see it hitting by the end of the year. Because that's usually where we're out. We're out about, 11, 12 months. So somewhere.
And that ended
11 and 13.
That ended in October. So, if it comes out in December, it's a 14-month thing,
Right. So 13, 14 months. Mario, looking forward to seeing you at LegionsCon. That'd be great.
That's right. Cool, man.
I've gotten Mario into this. I'm taking credit for it. I'm taking the points. Con premiere figure from Cosmic would happen from I think definitely right. I think that's a perfect prediction from Bill that one is going to be Cosmic and one is going to be Legions. That's the reason they're doing it. I'm sure. Two of them.
It'll be interesting though if we get a Cosmic exclusive figure before we get any of the Cosmic, release.
Yeah. I'm going to save this question. 8-Bit Monk, bring this up another time because I think we'll probably have a show that we're going to talk about this, like in terms of how you display things, and maybe that's something where we'll get Brad and some of the other guys I've got a lot of them, but I don't have all of them yet. But we'll talk about that kind of stuff, like where you put them. Do you have them all out? Is this the only thing you collect, et cetera, et cetera? But this is about predictions. And as Jeremy says here, so many Legions for 2022. It's going to be an amazing year.
Yeah, and we really didn't, like I said, talk about the figure obscura. We could have spent another 30 minutes just on that. So
I think when we did the Krampus video, we kind of speculated on some things that they could come out with, and we could go on and on and on and on with all sorts of stuff for that. That's going to be wide open.
We know we're going to see something. So
add
it to the list.
My money's on the Jersey Devil. That's me.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate it. That's our hour and a half on the nose. Thanks for joining us. I do want to say, once again, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away this very nice LumaCube. Let me embiggen myself. LumaCube light set. If you're a photographer, or even if you just want to light shit up, I don't know.
Those are awesome.
But it's great. All you got to do is subscribe and just leave a comment on any of the videos that pretty much anything from 2021 on. Some of the newer stuff, just so I see it. And when I hit 1,000, I'll do a drawing, and somebody's going to win that.
Yeah, that's good.
Currently sitting at 850.
I've hit a plateau at 850. Oh, 858 is good. It went up a few today. So tell your friends, phone your neighbors, have your mom just come on and just like it. I'll take it.
Classic.
I'll take it.
Yeah. My mom watched my live stream the other day, actually.
Did she really?
She likes to sew. I should get her to make cloth goods for figures.
There you go.
Dude, hell yeah. That's lucrative. It's a great retirement if she's retired. I'm assuming she's retired.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you guys. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Appreciate everybody.
So that you'll get notified. We've been pretty regular, but every once in a while something throws a wrench in the works and we have to go to Tuesday or Thursday or something like that. So don't miss it. Get notified. And we'll see you again next time. Make sure you check out Dorklair. Wait, let me get everybody back up here.
While you're doing
Dorklair on YouTube and on Instagram. Corona4 on Instagram. You on Facebook too? Well, you're on Facebook in the Cabal, and we're all in the Cabal. So find us there. We're always posting all the crap we're doing anyway, so you can see it there. But it's also in the description. If you want any links to any of those things, they're in there. And we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.